Hey y'all, welcome to Back Porch Cooking and Reminiscing. I'm Roger, and as always, we're happy to have y'all here with us today. So today, as you can see, we're outside and on the back porch. We're going to be making some burgers and some potato wedges on our London Sunshine Kamado Grill. So this is our little 13-inch London Sunshine Kamado Grill. The folks at London Sunshine sent us one of these and asked us to test it out and see what we thought about it. It's time to get started on getting this grill fired up, and I'll be telling you a little more about the grill as we go, because this kind of works a little different from your standard grill that you get at Walmart. So I'm gonna give you some information on it. So y'all hang in there with me, and I'll be right back. So y'all, the first thing that we've got to do is we got to get our charcoal and everything ready to go in the Kamado. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 3 of these little fire starters, and we're going to put them just right down in the bottom here. And that's going to help us get our fire going. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some, and you can use newspaper or any kind of paper, but I'm just going to take some old copy paper that had stuff on it that I don't need anymore. And we're going to place it right in there on top of those fire starters. We're going to take this plate, and this is for your charcoal. And obviously I've used this in the last day or two. So it's still got a little charcoal residue on it. So we're just going to put that right in there on top. So now we got our charcoal and everything in there, so we're ready to light our fire. So down here on the bottom, we've got a little door that opens up, and we've got our stick lighter. But we're going to put this up in there, and we're going to get our paper and our fire starter going. All right, we got our fire going. Once our charcoals are ready, we'll come back. We're going to do the potatoes first, and I'll show you what type of seasoning I use for the potatoes. All right, y'all, so we've got our temperature about where we want it. It's right around between 350 and 375. So we're ready to put those potatoes on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray them with a little bit of olive oil. All right, and then for seasoning, I've got this Kinder's Steakhouse potato. This is an awesome rub seasoning. So we're just going to sprinkle some seasoning on them, and we're going to put a lot on there because this, like I say, this stuff is good. All right, we got them all coated good with our seasoning. So now we're going to just put those on the grill. And so now we are going to put our little grate on there. And there we go. And now we're just going to start putting our potatoes on there. And I'm trying to keep our potatoes over on the little bit of a cooler side rather than letting them all be over on that hot side. That way we get some indirect cooking on them. So now all we're going to do is we're going to put the top down on this little grill and let the temperature come back up and let those babies cook. Now y'all probably wondering, what can it do? Well, the other day I cooked some chicken leg quarters. I separated the legs from the thighs. They were awesome. I've got a picture of the legs. I'm going to give you the picture, put it on this video. But this is really good for 1 or 2 people. Say somebody that lives in an apartment that's just got a real small patio area or maybe a balcony or something like that. But this is not good for cooking for an entire family, okay? Because you're going to be limited on how much you can get on there. But for just one or two people, it's great. It's good for camping. If you want to go camping, it weighs about somewhere around 50 pounds, so it is a little heavy, but not terribly bad. But you know, you can carry this where you want to go. You go into the lake, want to cook some burgers, you can take this with you. Would be good for tailgating if you're doing things that are quick that you know you will make it by the batch. A lot of different uses for this little grill. Now, they do have larger sizes than this. This is just what they asked me to test out, and so I've got a link, and I'll leave you that link in the description. And there's also a discount code. But for right now, we've got our potatoes on there. We're going to just let them cook here for a little bit. All right, y'all, so our potatoes are ready. They look absolutely delicious. So we're going to pull them off the grill and put them on a plate over here. I can't wait to bite into one of those. And I temp these potatoes and they're running between 205 and 210 degrees, which is exactly where we want those. So we're ready to put our burgers on there now. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick that I do with burgers that I think makes them taste really, really good. So what I do is I take some oil, and I'm using the olive oil here, and we'll just spray down the top of that burger with a little olive oil. And we're going to use just salt. And if you got it, kosher salt is really good, but I don't have any kosher salt right now. And we're going to use some black pepper. And we sometimes use a rub that we make, and one of these days I'll show y'all that rub. All right, so now we're ready to get them on the grill. We're going to put them down that side that I put the olive oil on. All right, now then we'll get those where they need to be. And now here's the thing about cooking on a grill is if you're not careful, you're going to get flare-ups. So let's get that lid closed down, because that lid being open is what causes the flare-ups. And we're going to give that about 4 minutes on this side, and then we're going to flip it over, because what we're doing right now is we're searing that meat, and that's what we want to do. We want to sear it. All right, y'all, so our burgers are at a perfect 160, so we're going to put some cheese on there. And this is white American cheese, in case you're wondering what kind of cheese that we're using. And we'll leave that for just a minute, and then we will be able to take those out. All right, they are done. And then we're going to get us a bun together, and we're going to have us a burger. All right, so guys, that's all there is to cooking on one of these little Kamado grills. There's our burger and our potatoes, and I'm gonna put the top on here, and then I'm gonna cut it in half, and then we're gonna give it a taste test. So let's give the potato a try first. That's what I was smelling the most when I was cooking it. So we're gonna try one of them, see how they are. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, that Kinder Steakhouse seasoning is so good on these potatoes. Got a little hit of warm spice to it. Not like it sets you on fire or anything like that, but you can definitely get that little hint of a spice to it. So now it's time to try the burger. So here's our burger. lettuce, tomato, and onion, little mayonnaise. So let's give it a shot and see how the London Sunshine Kamado Grill does on a burger. That burger has a awesome smoke flavor to it. It's just like you grilled it out on a big grill, but it's pretty darn good. That little grill, I think it did a great job. I'm very impressed with it. So again, y'all, I'm gonna leave that link in the description, and if y'all want to, go by, check them out. Like I say, you got a discount code there too that'll get you a discount on it. And if you like them, like what you see, get you one of them. Make you some burgers for your family. Share this video with your friends, and hope y'all have a great day. Oh, one other thing, that if you do buy one of the grills through my link, we do get a slight commission on it, and but that helps the channel and helps us to be able to go out and buy more groceries to cook for you. All right, so y'all have a great day. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.